What happens when undercover owner tests his fast food chain, catches employee red-handed? Let's dive to see. Ryder Morgan was a man of simple dreams and strong principles. As the owner of Rapid Bite, a fast food chain known for its quick service and honest work, Ryder believed in giving his employees the respect and trust they deserved. He started the business from nothing, driven by the hope that hard work and honesty could create a better life. His voice always carried warmth when he spoke to his team, and his smile brought comfort even on the busiest days. Yet over time, whispers of trouble began to swirl through the corridors of Rapid Bite. Ryder noticed small differences at the cash register, missing supplies in the storeroom, and a sense of unease among some workers. Concerned, he wondered if the high standards he had set were slipping away. Unable to shake his worry, Ryder decided to test his own chain from within. In secret, he donned a simple uniform and took on the role of a new worker under the alias Blake. The plan was clear: work among his employees without letting his identity be known, observe closely, and learn what was really happening behind the counter. Ryder wanted to protect his dream while still ensuring that everything was true to his values. His heart, filled with hope and sorrow alike, pounded as he began his undercover day. On his first shift, Ryder, as Blake, was introduced to the team by Trenton Hale, the shift manager known for his firm yet friendly tone. Trenton was a trusted figure at Rapid Bite. He had been with the company for many years, and his eyes often showed a deep care for the work and his colleagues. Alongside Trenton, Silas Reed, the head cook with years of experience and a quiet strength, welcomed him warmly. The day moved with the regular rhythm of the fast food world, the sound of orders being called out, fryers sizzling, and the steady hum of conversations among workers. As Blake, Ryder worked hard, serving customers with genuine smiles and friendly greetings. He listened carefully to every conversation, every whispered exchange in the kitchen and behind the counter. He noted that while most of his co-workers worked with pride and dedication, there was a shadow of distraction in Trenton's eyes. At times, Trenton's actions seemed rushed, and he often disappeared for long moments away from the counter. Ryder's concern grew as he quietly observed the day unfold. Later that afternoon, while stocking supplies in the storeroom, Ryder saw something odd. In a dark corner near the back, Trenton was handling boxes of fresh ingredients. The way Trenton hid these ingredients from view made Ryder's heart sink. In that moment, he realized something was very wrong. His feelings were mixed with disappointment and sorrow. Ryder had always believed in second chances and honest mistakes, yet he could not let dishonesty ruin what he had built. Ryder followed Trenton quietly. He watched as Trenton carefully removed several containers of quality ingredients from their proper place. When a customer approached at the front counter, Trenton hurriedly tucked the containers away. This small act, seemingly harmless, stirred in Ryder the deep knowledge that even small breaches of trust could harm the whole family that was Rapid Bite. That night, after closing, Ryder could no longer contain his worry. As Blake, he waited in a quiet corner of the now empty restaurant until the final light flickered off. The silence of the empty diner was filled only by the beating of his own heart. He knew that the integrity of his business was at risk, and he had to uncover the truth behind these actions. The next day, Ryder took a secret walk through the storage room before the official opening. Hidden in a stack of boxes, he found more evidence: unopened boxes of ingredients that were marked for use but left untouched, receipts that did not add up, and a logbook with signs of tampering. His mind raced with the weight of responsibility. Here lay the first twist in his story. The trusted shift manager, Trenton Hale, had been misusing the supplies meant to serve loyal customers. The realization hurt him deeply. This was not just a small mistake. It was a betrayal of the trust that had bound the team together. The next step was clear. Ryder needed to confront Trenton. That evening, after the rush had died down, Ryder requested a private talk with him. In a small, quiet room at the back of the diner, the two men sat facing each other. Ryder's voice, calm yet laden with emotion, began. "Trenton, I have seen things that do not match the values we stand for. I trusted you, and I believed in your loyalty to Rapid Bite. I need to understand what is happening." Trenton's face flushed with regret and surprise. His eyes lowered as he struggled for words. After a few long moments, he confessed in a soft, trembling voice, "I am sorry, Ryder. I never meant to hurt the business. I did these acts because I felt trapped by choices I did not agree with. I have been forced by someone to do this." His words hung in the air, heavy with truth and remorse. This confession opened the door to the second twist in the story. Trenton revealed that he had been under pressure from a longtime friend and colleague, Dax Monroe. Dax, who had always been a quiet figure in the background, had recently come to him with a problem, mounting debts and personal issues that he could not solve on his own. Dax had promised Trenton that if he helped him by diverting some supplies, the situation would be resolved quickly. Trenton, torn by loyalty to his friend and his duty to the business, found himself caught in a storm of poor decisions. Ryder listened intently, his heart aching with the weight of every word. He understood that life sometimes forced hard choices on even the most loyal souls. Still, the cost of betrayal was too high, and trust had been broken. With a heavy sigh, Ryder said, "I believe in redemption, and I believe in the strength of second chances. But we must fix this together. Dax must come forward, and we must face these challenges as a team." His voice, though filled with disappointment, carried a glimmer of hope. Determined to restore the honesty of Rapid Bite, Ryder set a plan in motion. Over the next few days, he discreetly gathered more evidence and encouraged his employees to speak openly about any irregularities. Silas Reed, the quiet head cook whose eyes had always shone with integrity, stepped forward. He confirmed that he had seen Dax acting secretively and had overheard conversations that pointed to his involvement. Silas's simple words carried the weight of truth and helped Ryder build a clearer picture of the situation. In an emotional meeting held in the back room of the diner after hours, Ryder called Dax Monroe to come forward. Dax arrived with his head hung low, his face pale with regret. Ryder's tone was gentle but firm as he addressed him. "Dax, your actions have hurt not only this business, but the trust that binds us as a family. We all make mistakes, but we must face them to learn and grow." Dax's eyes filled with tears as he confessed his part in the misdeeds. He explained how he had been overwhelmed by personal problems and had been tempted to take a shortcut. "I never wanted to hurt anyone," he said, his voice shaking. "I only wanted to solve my problems quickly." In that quiet moment, the truth unfolded like a fragile flower. The emotional tension in the room was thick, yet there was an undercurrent of healing. Ryder, though deeply saddened by the betrayal, recognized the pain that drove Dax to act the way he did. He spoke softly, "Every mistake is a chance to learn. Today, you must face the truth and work to repair the bonds we once had." His words, filled with genuine emotion and a call for redemption, struck a chord with everyone present. The following weeks were filled with difficult conversations and long nights of planning. Ryder introduced new measures to ensure that every part of the restaurant was monitored and that honesty was valued above all else. He held team meetings where each man was encouraged to share his challenges and successes. In these meetings, motivational words were shared. "We rise by lifting others," and "In our darkest moments, the truth lights the way." These quotes, though simple, echoed deeply in their hearts. Trenton, burdened by guilt but determined to make amends, took full responsibility for his actions. He worked hard to regain the trust of his colleagues and the customers who depended on Rapid Bite's reliability. His transformation was not easy. There were moments when his eyes filled with regret and his hands trembled with the weight of his past. Yet each day he grew stronger, fueled by the belief that every man can change if given a second chance. Dax, on the other hand, embarked on a long journey of self-reflection and healing. Recognizing that his path had been misguided, he sought help to understand and overcome the pressures that had led him astray. In quiet moments, he would recall Ryder's words and the heavy silence of that confession meeting. He began to study simple life lessons and motivational stories that taught him about the strength of honesty and the value of hard work. In every mistake, there is a lesson. He reminded himself daily. As the story of Rapid Bite unfolded, a sense of renewal took hold. The The once hidden fractures in the chain of trust began to mend slowly. Ryder's careful measures ensured that every ingredient was accounted for, every transaction was clear, and every employee felt supported in their journey to better themselves. The fast food chain, once shadowed by suspicion and betrayal, now blossomed with transparency and mutual respect. There were still moments of sadness, a lingering reminder of the mistakes made and the tears shed, but also moments of hope. Each day, as the doors opened to welcome customers, a feeling of unity replaced the old tension. Ryder would often stand by the entrance, greeting every person with a warm smile, silently thanking the power of truth and second chances. In his heart, he knew that his business was more than a place to serve food. It was a place where men could learn, grow, and rebuild what was lost. In the end, the story of Rapid Bite became a tale of redemption and the strength of the human spirit. It was a reminder that even when trust is broken, there is always a way to heal and move forward. Ryder's actions, guided by simple truths and emotional honesty, helped his team to face their past and embrace a brighter future. As he often said to those who came to him in quiet moments, "It is not the mistakes we make, but the courage to make them right that defines us." And so the chain of events, a hidden test, a red-handed betrayal, and the painful yet hopeful journey toward truth became a lesson for all. It taught that leadership is not about control, but about listening, understanding, and forgiving. In the soft glow of the early morning light, as the diner prepared for another day of service, Rapid Bite shone as a beacon of hope, unity, and the enduring power of honesty. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you'd like to show some extra love, tap the 3 dots near the share button and send a super thanks.